What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G Myers World Podcast. And right now we're going to be taking a look at Thursday Night Football, Amazon Prime Football, man. It was the Commanders and the Bears, and a lot of you guys weren't expecting what actually happened. This was a very unexpected outcome for me, and I know a lot of viewers that were watching. Basically, a lot of people that bet this game. We thought that Washington was pretty much the better team going into it. We didn't really know, which one of these teams would actually be, the dominant force in the game, because it could go either way. Neither of these teams has shown that they can be consistently good. We did have some pointers with Chase Young coming back, feeling healthy, things like that. A lot of things that were kind of driving the Commanders leading into the game. We saw the Bears have a complete mental collapse last week. So as we jumped into week 5, nobody really knew what was going on. We're trying to figure it out, and the first half was outrageous. Again, the same way they started last week, as far as the Bears go. So we pretty much expected for them to actually lose the game the way that they did and be the same old Bears, but that didn't happen. They were able to play football all throughout. Now, they didn't score in the third, the Bears, but they had 27 points going into the half. All right, that's a lot of points in the NFL. Washington was able to put up 3. But let's talk about Justin Fields, right? We know that this young man has a lot of potential. Some people are saying that the Bears organization is filled with like boss babies, like little children that don't know what's going on, and they're not able to actually get everything out of him. I don't know, because some of the throws that he makes make me want to throw up, and then he'll do another throw where it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, this dude is pretty good. 77 QBR, 125 passer rating, so he played very, very well. But is this the Justin Fields that we're always going to get? You know what I'm saying? Like last week when he had that fumble at the end, it was a complete collapse, bro. And we didn't know what we were going to get. So we're not talking Forrest Gump like it's like a box of chocolates and you never know what you're going to get. We just didn't know what kind of Justin Fields was going to show up at Washington. So look, this is very interesting. I want you guys to make sure you guys understand this, right? Sam Howell on the other side. I don't know what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, could somebody explain to me, like, some games he's unbelievable. He's exactly what you want. And in some games, he's like this. He reminds me of Kirk Cousins, and it's weird that they both played on the same team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like back when, Kirk Cousins played for Washington, it was a same situation. He would come out some games and be unbelievable, but you knew he was going to give you a pick. Like, you knew he was going to throw a pick or fumble or do something stupid, overthrow something that was wide open. You knew that these things were going to happen. Now, I don't know if we can actually say Sam Howell is the second coming of Kirk Cousins. We can't really say that yet because they have a lot of differences in the way that they play. But as far as throwing for high yardage and losing, they're starting to become a little similar to me. And that's all I was thinking while I was watching this game. Now, Sam Howell had a QBR of 46 and a passer rating of 99. So you could see the differences between the two quarterbacks. Now, I'm going to go and focus in on DJ Moore, because this was really surprising to me, because I can't tell you when I've actually seen him play like this before. Like, I don't know. Like, he's had some big games. This man was targeted 10 times. He had 8 receptions, 230 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The next closest receiver was Cole Kmet with 42 yards, bro. 230 to 42. And this is why I'm saying that a lot of people don't really know what the Bears are, because you're not going to win like this. Like, DJ Moore is not like T.O. He's not Calvin Johnson. He's not Randy Moss. He's not Jerry Rice. He can't do this every week. I don't care what anybody says. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what Washington was doing. They weren't playing any defense, and it was pretty much like, yo, come out here, throw it to this guy. You know what I'm saying? He's making wild, spectacular catches on the left side of the end zone, consecutively just doing the same exact thing, and nobody's deciding to play defense. So when I look at the stat line, right, Khalil Herbert, 10 carries, 76 yards. That's sustainable. You know what I'm saying? Justin Fields, he had 11 carries for 57 yards. That's going to be sustainable because he always does that. But that type of running game and having one receiver who is DJ Moore is not going to keep Chicago in games. I just want to let you Bears fan know, I'm very happy that they didn't lose and keep their losing streak going. But this is not a formula for winning, bro. DJ Moore, listen, guys, this was like an aberration. I'm going to tell you why, right? How many of you guys that were watching this game were like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch DJ Moore? Like, did you go in there? You know, look how they're star receivers, and you're like, you know what? This guy's going to do something tonight. How many of you guys went into this game saying, yo, DJ Moore's about to light this up, Nate? Like, bro, we didn't do that. And it's not a knock on him. Kudos to him. He had a great game. He outballed the team that sucks. I'm not really going crazy about it, though. Because the thing about the NFL is, when you start to try to analyze who's going to do what, we already know the Bears are not going to be able to do anything in the North. Like, we know that, right? Like, if you're a Bear fan, you know that, like, this season is pretty much, they're trying to get the #1 pick. Like, dudes are garbage out here, right? When you look at Washington, they have a lot more upside. People are looking to them to try to deal with the Cowboys, or the Eagles, or think that they can compete in the NFC East. So it's like a different situation. So this loss actually hurts them tremendously. Now, I do want to point out, right, there was absolutely no running game with the Washington Commanders last night. And let me just tell you this right now. The top rusher was Sam Howell. Brian Robinson Jr. had 6 carries for 10 yards. How in the hell are you going to win a football game when your quarterback, this ain't Michael Vick, this ain't Lamar Jackson, this is Sam Howell, bro. Like, how is he your top rusher? So now, let's take a look at what was going on in the passing game. Logan Thomas, a tight end, was your #1 receiver. Now, it's not like he's a burner. He's not like Shannon Sharp. He's not like Antonio Gates. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, he's not out there like running like a 4-4. Like, he's not doing any of that stuff, bro. He's a big-bodied receiver, and he's not going to break those big things. Now, he did have a he had a touchdown. Curtis Samuel, one of their receivers, he had a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, what was he doing? Terry McLaurin, what happened to him? Like, dude, like, was Chicago's defense really that good? Because Terry McLaurin should have been DJ Moore. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Terry McLaurin did what DJ Moore did, this wouldn't be an issue. Like, nobody would be shocked. But this is ridiculous that this happened the way that it did, and we didn't see anything from Washington. Now, based on the way that the game progressed, later on in the second half, we started to see a lot more of, Chicago may fold. And while Washington started to score, we saw Chicago start to score. So that's actually good. But when you look at the way that the formula was with Washington, I don't know what they're doing. Because you're not going to win a game when everybody knows that you're passing every down. Sam Howell threw the ball 51 times. Like, dude, what the heck? Dude, is he Peyton Manning? Like, what? Dog, why is he throwing so much? Why isn't anyone trying to hand the ball off and give this man a break? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at everything that was going on, the total amount of targets that he had, 48. Like, dude, what's going on right now? Like, where's the run game? Like, I'm really starting to wonder, all right, with the way that Washington is being rebuilt, everything, new owner, all that stuff. What is their game plan? Going forward, what are they looking to do? How are they trying to present themselves? Because I really thought that McLaurin was going to be the star guy. And now I'm looking at trying to figure out what's going on. I can't really worry about the Bears, though, because I know that this year, I was one of those guys like, yo, Justin Fields, bro, like, he's probably going to be MVP because he had all those star receivers around him. And they're trying to get rid of all his dudes. So I don't know what is going on over there. But with Washington, again, like I said, it's supposed to be more upside. The Montez Sweat, you know what I'm saying, bro? Things like that. It's supposed to be a different type of game over there. And I just can't understand what was going on. Now, the Thursday night games, in fairness to everybody that watched, because I watched this on Twitch, in fairness to everyone, right, the games have not been that good. And I don't know if that's why the NFL made the deal like, yo, you can have these trash teams, but it's very, very rare that you get a good game on a Thursday. And I think that they're going to have to do something about that, because it's kind of stupid to have the game and then they're doing stuff like having like 18 Monday Night Football games. Like, a lot of what the NFL is doing right now, it's not making a lot of sense, but we've been getting trash games for a while now. So it could be a situation where, whatever teams are playing, we already know it's going to be the opposite of what we think. You see what I'm saying? Like, you guys getting where I'm going with it? Like, most of us thought Washington was going to win this game. If you polled it before the game, most people thought Washington was going to win this. And then the Bears come out and do whatever they want. So it just seems like Thursday night games, nobody really cares about it, to be honest. All right? The Washington Commanders have to deal with the Eagles and the Cowboys. Okay? So they're going to still be exciting to watch, because those teams are a lot better than whatever's going on in the North with Minnesota and Green Bay. So we will continue to watch this, and we will continue to kind of figure out where we're going with it. But again, they're going to be with the Giants. Washington and the Giants, they're done. All right? I don't know what what the plan is going forward, but based on what I saw last night, I have no confidence in either of these teams. There were two trash teams battling it out, and that's all that really mattered. If you bet the game and you won some money, kudos to you. But this wasn't anything that was going to mean anything later on in the year, in my opinion. I would be shocked if either one of these teams make a playoff run, as you would too, even if you're a fan of either team. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you have a great day. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.